I finished my classes and I just going back to my home now. But I think the difference of temperature between morning, like a noon, and night is so different from so big. The gap is so huge, and I feel like now I just go back to my I just went back to my dorm, and lately I used to go to a library after the classes, but lately I don't feel like going to a library, and then I always go back to my dorm as soon as the class finished, and then I always eat something so that I a little bit gain weight compared to first time compared to when I arrived at here for the first time. So yeah, I have to lose weight because I joined the dance club team. But yes, I think the dorm is more comfortable than other rooms because I can study with like reading the documents. If I study at a library, I think it's good. I think it's also good to study at the library because it's quiet and I can concentrate on studying, but I can say anything in the library. Of course, I can talk to someone out there, but like reading documents is like rude. I think if I do this in the library, so I don't try to do that in the library. So that's sometimes stressful for me because reading silently, like reading documents, reading articles silently is sometimes stressful for me because it's hard to understand. I can't read fast silently, and I can read English fast silently. So I think the dorm is the best spot for studying English. In Japan, I've also been told that studying languages. When I study languages, we must read English practically. I think it is the most important tips to learn language because language is not language is not like a science, mathematics, and so on. When I communicate with foreigners, we need language. We need a language like English. So saying English is the key point to learn language. I think so. So I always say, I always study English. I always do my homework reading the English. But sometimes I don't know if I don't know this way is correct or not, whether this way is good, this way is effective or not, but I like reading English, so yeah. I'm supposed to keep going to this way to learn English. Today I had a presentation in a class, and then I am a member of the 3 girls group. Except me, they are American girls, so it's not like our international classes. So it was hard for me to do the presentation, but finally it finished, and I relatively could talk about the topic in our presentation, because it was not difficult to understand. The topic was we built media for 12 hours, so we can't I had to stop using the media for 12 hours, and then I had to memorize the day. I have to record the day and then talk about the details in the presentation. It was a little bit it was not hard for me, but I think I couldn't talk like a Native American. So, but it was fun. I talked about my one of the students asked me why how did you overcome this situation? So I answered I tried to draw pictures, but I'm not I was not such a person. It's not my type to draw pictures, so I tried to cook every meals, and I also cooked so many meals, and I shared my roommates. I said that, and most of the students laughed at me after saying these phrases. I don't know why, because I think American people laugh easily. It's not a joke, but it was a little bit funny because I cooked a lot of meals because I couldn't use the media in whole day, and I ended up cooking a bunch of meals. So I shared my roommates. I just said that. But this was a little bit funny for Americans, so oh my god, they're so sweet. In the case of Japan, if I say this in the presentation, they don't laugh at me at all. I think I'm sure that this is true. So I have a confidence to speak English in a presentation, and also I cooperated with American girls. That's also gave me more confidence to connect with them Native Americans. So I talked with my friends who studied abroad in Oklahoma University. She said that she preferred living in America to living in Japan. There's one thing that living in Japan is better than living in America. That was just clean. I was surprised. She said this seriously. She said I don't know. I'm not sure she doesn't like to live in Japan, but she said it's much more comfortable to live in Japan compared to Japan. In the case of gender, when she worked in Japan as a part-time job, like in izakaya, and she was told a lot of awful things from old men, and she was a trauma for that situation, and also she hates that culture of Japan. We have to follow older people, we have to follow people who have a rights, even though whatever that person no matter what younger people have to obey the elders regardless whether they are right or not. She hates this culture, and also she got a sexual harassment from older men when she was in Japan, and when she walked in Japanese izakaya. I think when I first time I heard this, I heard her narrative from her, I thought, it doesn't matter. I think it's common in Japan. I don't care if I was also said this kind of things from other men. But she said, you are not right. You are get used to be saying such things from elder men, and also you don't notice the crisis of this situation. So we have to change this culture. We have to change this common situation in Japan. I think you were right. Oh my god, she's so she have her own thoughts, and she hates the Japanese culture, such kind of Japanese culture, and she want to change this situation from our generation. I was impressed her thoughts, and also I can understand why she loves the American culture and why she prefer living in America to living in Japan. So yeah, and she also supposed to quit Japanese university and try to enter her university. She is going to now. So because she was impressed the culture of America, and also she wants to keep living in America in the future. So yeah, she said like, I thought in America, if things happen in America, like I took in Japan, if such situation I took in Japan happened in America, I think she thought like the man will be if that situation happened in America, I think people around us protect us and try to stop doing this, and that guy will be deleted from our society. I think. Yeah, I think it's so interesting. And also I like Japan, and also if I said like that things like she told, if I was said such things she was told, I couldn't feel like this is a crisis, this common in Japan. I don't care about that. I just say like thank you so much. No, I'm like in Japan. そんなことないです。そんなことないです。嬉しい、ありがとうございますみたいな。I think I would say that to live in Japan. Like I don't want them to feel mad at the time, and I also don't want to interrupt them. So I just say that things, and I will leave that place. I think so. But it is not good. It's not. It will not be accepted in America. So it's interesting,